Welcome back to the channel. This is our review of Gladiator.
Because it's 2.
From Ridley Scott. I assume it's from Ridley Scott.
Oh yeah, no, he directed it.
Okay. I am Upsetus Tugbotus 38.
Yes, and I am what should I be?
What's the ancient Roman equivalent of a baron?
Yeah, I know. I'm just picking my rank here. All right, I'll be a proconsul. I've been consul, and then now I have been given a province to govern after being consul.
Yes, this is proconsul, the baron.
Proconsul baron.
Yes. Okay, and so we just watched Gladiator II from Ridley Scott. Did he direct this one?
Yeah.
I didn't see his name in the credits, or I might have missed it.
Yeah, no, he directed this one and right after Napoleon, so he had a busy few years this decade.
Wow.
Doing big movies.
Maybe you should have skipped this one.
No? I don't know, I enjoyed it.
Well, okay. It's I don't know, I wouldn't say it's...
Probably is better than Napoleon.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen Napoleon, so I'll take...
Especially not better than the first Gladiator.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's not great. It's kind of a complete rehash of the first one. Yeah. The story is the exact same with the first one, and it's... I think probably better done in the first one.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you just want to do straight spoilers, or if anybody cares. It's been out for a little while, so I don't know if anybody really cares about spoilers. Okay, well, quick non-spoiler review. It's not great.
And I guess story-wise, but I liked I liked all of the big action in it. They had lots of big battles.
Yeah, there is a lot of spectacle in it. They have a naval battle.
Yeah.
They do
Salamis, but
a naval battle. You can't see it.
Oh, right, on my ship.
But,
yes, Battle of Salamis, they said, but it was a Spartan ship for some reason.
Yeah, and a guy on a rhino.
Oh, yeah. Apparently wanted that in the first movie, but CG wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loses... Oh, I guess that's spoiler.
But that he loses? The rhino guy loses to the
rhino
hero?
guy loses his horn, and then you can see him in the background going, oh, my horn.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that's... Well, the rhino part's in the trailer anyway.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Now we are following Gladiator's son, Gladiator II.
Well, that's a spoiler too, but...
Is that a spoiler?
Yeah. Yeah, no, the...
Is that really a spoiler if they say it in the trailer?
Was that in the trailer?
Yeah, they said, you are the son of Gladiator.
These trailers are awful, man.
Yes.
Because, the movie itself, it's very much a secret until, 2/3 of the way through.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And...
Wasn't that well kept of a secret, but yeah, okay.
Well, no, but that was sort of because he was just a guy, and then you learn that he has a past.
Yeah, it turns out he's... or maybe that's a spoiler part. But whatever. No, I'll just say he is... Gladiator again.
Oh, I suppose they did that because they needed a recognizable character to be... so that it was a character from the first movie.
I guess.
But yeah, it is a remake. That's what I kind of like about it.
Why?
But it's for very spoilerish reasons to really get into it.
That it's a remake?
Yeah, because it does... Okay, well, I don't have... No, the first part isn't a spoiler, because it does things so in the first movie, the Roman Empire is finishing off some Germans, some freedom-fighting Germans in the forest. and then we go, oh, aren't you a great hero, Russell Crowe, for what you did? Oh, you should be the new emperor. But in this one, you see both sides of the battle, actually, because in the other one you don't have any German characters really saying anything. In this one you see...
No, there was the guy with the big stick.
Oh, yeah, the big sort of final boss of that battle, yeah.
Yeah.
But, in this, though, it's a siege, which is, cool, too, because they did a different thing. They did boats for the big siege.
boats with siege towers on them.
Yeah, well,
I don't know how historically accurate that is, though.
I don't know, because they did bridges in the, the First Punic War.
Hmm?
Like on their ships, they'd have bridges that would go onto the other ships.
Yeah.
And then they climb over the bridge and fight them. But they may have had siege towers during, Syracusan sieges.
Yeah, I don't know.
But of course, historically accurate. Who cares for this?
Well, yeah, this is more like a fantasy Romanesque sort of tale.
And I think Emperor Kitty's about to destroy our set here.
Oh no, Emperor Kitty.
Yeah, and there you're seeing you get both sides of the battle with the Roman general and the person who gets colonized.
And the guy from 300. You know how 300 is like a fantastical retelling of the
Persian invasion of Greece.
What's it called? Battle of
Thermopylae. Yeah.
Oh no, the cat in the way again.
Emperor Kitty, she wants games. Where are the games?
Don't hit the camera.
Says. Emperor Kitty, where are the games? Emperor Kitty goes off to search for games.
It's like 300 is like a fantastical retelling of the Battle of Thermopylae.
Yeah.
With giant elephants and giant elephants, not real elephants, giant fantastical elephants and mutant people and and this is sort of like a fantastical retelling of some other time in Roman history.
Yeah. The two emperors are sort of just based on people, not really telling the actual story.
Yeah.
Because because I think it was the older one, not the younger one, kills the younger one in front of their mother, actually.
No.
So yes, I think it's like a whole generation later. And also I like the fact that nothing happened as well after, because first it's kind of stupid where it's like, I'm a dying general, all of you, be a republic now. And then, that's not going to make it a republic again.
Yeah, I don't think that's exactly how that happened either.
But that's sort of historical accurate in terms of, say, the people who killed Caesar, the Republicans who killed Caesar. They expected after they killed Caesar, everyone would be like, yes, we're a republic again. But things had changed and there were different factions, so they had no backup plan. So then they lost eventually. So that's what happens a lot, in history, where it's like, oh, looks like there might be change. Oh no, nothing happened. And that's sort of what happened here. It's. Yeah, because they go into the crisis of the 3rd century after this.
So they had to reset the world so we can tell the story again.
Well, yes, but the thing is, the human beings just repeat themselves over and over again because that's what we do. That's not okay. Well, first to get it straight, this movie is not intending that. It's not that thoughtful. It is just about action again. But it is interesting to think about how it's different now.
Sure, but that's not that kind of movie. I don't think...
No, this is a general analysis.
Yeah, I think you're applying something to that movie that's not really there.
Yeah, no, I'm just doing some film theory here. I'm not...
I know, it's okay, that's okay. So story-wise, essentially, they just did a big reset to tell the story again, just with the son of Maximus. And I guess just throw in some action scenes. I guess it was kind of nice to see more types of the fights, like the flooding of the Colosseum for the naval battle.
Yeah, the other huge difference is the tech for just the special effects of it too.
Yeah, but
so you can do a lot.
Even though they also had sharks in there, even though that wasn't really possible back then. But
yeah, how would you cart a shark?
Yeah, well, they used to use crocodiles and hippopotamuses.
Yes, there is another Rome series out there right now that came out in July, directed by Roland Emmerich, about not the Colosseum, the racetrack.
The hippodrome?
Yeah, and or is that the Colosseum?
The hippodrome?
No.
No, the Colosseum is the Colosseum. Hippodrome is the hippodrome.
Circus Maximus. Yes, that's what the long, big hippodrome thing is called.
Okay.
But no, I don't think it's called hippo because hippo is a Greek word for horse, not a Latin one.
Well, guess where the Romans came from?
Oh no, but that's the thing. Like their languages are different, so like sometimes it's going to be a Greek origin, sometimes it's a Latin origin.
Yeah.
Like television has both tele and vision. One is Latin origin, the other is the Greek origin.
Yes, but like it comes from the same source, so it can be similar sometimes.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know. That's right. I don't know what horse is in Latin anyway.
Where were we? Okay, so yeah, story-wise, again, reset.
Bigger
It's
CG.
like you saw the first one, you saw this
Bigger
one.
action.
It's not that. It's acting-wise. This one has Denzel Washington in it as the Proximo character, but
He's
I guess
the bad guy.
turns out he was the bad guy all along.
Who knew a slave owner would be bad?
Yeah, and and so acting-wise, yeah, like the star character. I don't know what's his name. Son of Maximus, I remember his name. He's
Okay, well, the character Lucius, but yeah, the main character is Paul Mescal, and the second main character actor is
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal. Yes.
Oh,
So it's Mescal and Pascal, and I've been confusing those two because their names are so super similar.
yeah.
Just reading it, they're similar.
I thought it's like Pedro, I guess, just did okay. You know, being
Yeah, he just did okay.
did okay portraying a Roman general who is sad about all the atrocities he has committed,
Oh, Pedro, yeah, he's being sad. Yeah.
and
Because he's sad after conquering the
Yeah.
face. And
well, I guess that's there. And then Denzel Washington, who is known as a really great actor, just really, really hams it up in this one,
yeah, well,
like beyond 10.
I'm guessing that means you don't like it, but I liked it.
Well,
He was my favorite part of the movie.
he was the only thing that was interesting about the movie.
Yeah, no,
I
the
guess.
main character is no Russell Crowe. Like, there is a charisma vacuum,
Yes.
unfortunately, with
But no, I did-
Pascal.
I did kind of like it in a this was he was not taking it seriously kind of way, so he was just sort of hamming it up like that.
Oh, Denzel?
Yeah, Denzel.
Yeah. Oh, you do like it then?
Like the movie?
No,
That's all.
Denzel.
No, I liked him. Yeah, he was
Oh,
he
I
was
made an
entertaining.
assumption. Yeah.
Probably the most entertaining. Part about
Yes,
it.
we were entertained by like Denzel Washington.
Yes.
To answer the question, are you not
Yes.
entertained?
Uh,
Which
I was hoping not to do that actually.
Oh, well, because I have another point, which is all the cool lines come from the first movie, and they don't have any cool lines of their own.
Yeah.
Like, this is
okay.
definitely not a genre-defined movie like Gladiator was.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it was pretty, because I think even Lord of the Rings is probably taking some looks from that. Because I think, yeah, most movies sort of look like Gladiator and Lord of the Rings after that. Well, I guess they were the first ones.
Yeah, they're the most popular ones. Everyone's gonna copy them, of course.
yeah.
But yes, and active eye, and I guess
No
visual.
shaky cam. Yeah, visual
Oh.
wise.
You know, I didn't realize that, but yeah, I guess you're right. There was no shaky cam.
That's the other thing. I think it wasn't Michael Bay necessarily, but it was probably actually Ridley Scott who started the shaky cam cutting stuff. Because in Gladiator, he wanted to have like a documentary feel, so there's lots of steady cam and shaky cam.
By a lot of a lot of low frame rate shots.
Yeah,
I
oh yeah,
noticed
and that too.
in the first movie. Yeah,
Yeah, I guess now, I guess that's 25 years ago, so it's all outdated stuff too.
wasn't it like
But anyway, the point...
recorded on like a digital? Some parts were recorded on a digital camera.
Oh, I don't know, maybe.
I heard something like that. They're like they were like celebrating like some parts were shot in a very low quality digital camera.
Oh, okay.
So that's what makes it art.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
oh, what was my
Anyway, so yeah, so visually, it was it looked fine.
Oh yeah, so it was, yeah, and so I think then everyone took the shaky cam thing because then famously it was then the Bourne series that had lots of shaky cam and Terminators or the Transformers as well. But sometime around the 2010s, we finally shook off the shaky cam, and so you could actually see the fights. That's what I liked about this one.
Shook
say over
off the
fir-
shaky cam.
Yeah, no, I know.
You made
Anyway.
a funny ha ha ha.
I'm Shredder. I made a fun. Oh no, that's what Splinter says. I
Yeah.
made a funny.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we. What was I saying about?
Shaky cam.
Yeah, so now we shook off the shaky cam. Yes.
Okay.
And that's a big jump.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, and the CGI, CGI was okay, I guess. It was like
Yeah.
well,
But you could at least some of the boats felt like boats, and it felt like there were lots.
Yeah, it looked like
they
they actually made those boats and
Yeah.
were moving them around. They look like they were on tracks when you see them
Yeah.
moving around in the water.
Oh, yeah.
CGI wise, it's I guess
Much better
standard nowadays because they like with the CGI monkeys and CGI rhino, like they look cartoony, of course, but I guess that's standard nowadays.
Yeah. So it's much better compared to the Rome TV series that came out this summer with Roland Emmerich, because that looks. It feels like you're being suffocated by CG. Like even in the outside shots, it's just so like fake looking, and like they shot inside stuff. Here it feels like they're outside doing stuff and not just a big green screen like Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I guess like the final word on it's I guess it's 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, it's just as long as the last one.
I guess if you have like 2.5 hours to kill, then I guess it's okay. Otherwise, it's nothing special.
Yeah, but if you like, I don't know, I liked it. It has the right kind of action stuff for me anyway in it, and it's not super fancy. There's no elves, which is what I liked about it.
Well, that's what I didn't like about it.
Ah, yes. Well, I give it a 27
No,
stars out of 27 out of 26 stars.
Well, I give it, it's just okay out of 10.
I give it, for me, I liked it. I don't know, everyone else, it really depends, I suppose.
I suppose it depends on what mood you're in when you watch it.
Because I liked some of the characters too. I did like the Emperors, actually.
Speaking of hamming it up.
Oh, yeah, so, because that is sort of like how people at the top actually acted like back then.
Nobody acts like that in real life.
No, but that's the thing. They're not in real life when they're at that high up above.
I know.
Everyone is like
tripping
over themselves, pleasing them.
That's why I was saying they were hamming it up.
Yeah, and
because
they had. I like how Ridley Scott actually sort of realizes, because he does use like the sort of the dummy monarchs. You see it again in his last Duel movie, where the French king is just like a buffoon who doesn't really care about the trial that's going on, just like his own stuff, his own pleasures. And that's basically, they're all Caligula. They're just there to please themselves. They're not really caring about ruling an empire. But not say they're all like that. Like, Augustus was obviously smart and shrewd, but that's because he had to fight his way to the top.
Yeah,
These kids are people who inherited their power, and they were always like, they're always, they always had servants tripping over themselves to please them.
Yeah, but I mean, probably for real life, whatever. But story-wise, like I'm kind of really getting tired of like the dumb, floofy kind of villains.
Me too.
Like
real life.
But I want like villains that you can be scared of. Like you're afraid they're actually going to do some damage if they win.
Well,
some like Thanos or Shredder.
Well, for me anyway, I thought that they were fairly, capricious or like unpredictable. So they
but that's
like
not
people like that.
That's not
for me.
Scary. Like, that's not like someone you can't really take someone. Well, you can't like take him head on. You can't like go fight him hand to hand or something like that. You have to, like, you need to like build a team or something. Like have a whole story around trying to defeat them in a not so direct way because they're too powerful. Like give you something interesting.
Well, they are too powerful. That's why it's hard to get.
No, they're not. That guy. Well, spoiler. I guess spoilers now. This is spoiler time. The one guy died from like a nail to the ear.
Well, yeah, that
was.
Did you ever try getting a nail in the ear?
Well, like that was. Well, no, it's.
I was crushed by a compactor, so I don't know.
I'd rather like. Well, it's like it's not that they're not that scary if they're just acting so goofy like that. Like they're acting like a Saturday morning cartoon villain. Like they're not actually going to get the hero. Like if they're acting like Skeletor all the time, or
that's the thing I've been learning, just like watching how things go. Like a lot of the big supervillains are just big goofy people actually, and they're propped up by the people around them.
Yeah, that's why I'm tired of that.
But that's like...
You mean like a good villain.
That's
someone that you're scared of and you're happy gets defeated in the end.
Too. Not that it has to be real life, but like that's usually how villains actually work.
No, it's not.
They're big goofy people who are propped up by the people around them.
Shredder wasn't goofy.
Oh,
Thanos wasn't goofy.
Well, I was talking about real life. Like if you look at all the big villains, they're all...
The lawyer guy from Jurassic Park 2 wasn't goofy.
Well, maybe he was a little goofy.
Well, in that he didn't understand the animals
but
and
anyway,
stuff.
I think the main villain, though, was Denzel, and I thought he was pretty good. Oh, sorry, did I interrupt you, or you actually
did you mean when you started speaking while I was speaking?
Yeah.
Did you interrupt me then?
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. So yeah, it's, I guess, spoilers now. Turns out the Gladiator II guy is the son of Gladiator 1. But he was a secret son, because remember, Gladiator 1, his son died from the Romans.
Yes.
And that's why he became Gladiator 1 and fought the Romans in the arena. Mm-hmm. And so this is the secret son. He, of course, inherits his dad's stuff, like the armor and the sword. Oh, and to make sure you know it's from him, there was a flashback.
Oh yeah,
They had several flashbacks. And he also did the dirt thing. The first guy did.
Yeah, it didn't.
What
really
he did with like rain or something.
Seem interested in like being its own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pedro Pascal, it was kind of like they split the main character from the first one into like for Pedro Pascal and the Gladiator II guy. Like Pedro was the general who was tired of war and just wanted to go home, but the emperors wouldn't let him. So he planned a coup against them, but he was caught at the last second, and his whole army was killed by the arrows, except him.
Yeah.
Remember that one scene? It's like they killed every single one of them except him, which was pretty lucky because they're all wearing hoods.
Yeah.
And there's a cat making noise. Clementine. No, don't eat that.
I shouldn't be eating styrofoam.
Don't eat the foam counter.
Styrofoam kitty.
Don't eat that. Oh.
I'm Emperor Kitty, though.
Oh.
There we go, Emperor Kitty.
Oh no. Emperor Kitty has come to watch the Emperor Kitty has come to watch the gladiatorial games that was happening in this.
Emperor Kitty's leaving.
I guess she got bored.
This is Sparta.
Speaking of Sparta, the guy from 300 was in there. Remember the guy who got kicked in the well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he plays the Nubian commander, chief, whoever.
Numidia, I think.
Or Numidia.
Or something like that.
He plays the Numidian.
Some sort of general, I guess.
Whatever.
General on top of our general.
Yeah.
His man skull is a general in his thing, I think.
Yeah, they got eaten by some monkeys.
And his wife's like a general too, who gets shot by Pedro Pascal on his orders.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang. Well, not bang, because it's arrows.
That's like twing, twing, twing.
Yeah, twing, twing. Twing,
And
twing, ah.
yeah, and and then the Gladiator 2 guy, he eats a monkey, or he like bites a monkey to prove that he's tough.
Yeah, they.
It's like the monkey bit him, so he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna bite you back." Yeah.
Really, Scott's not one of those filmmakers afraid to kill animals.
Well, they're CG animals.
Yeah, well, no, I don't mean like real life that, but like in the fiction of the movie, he's not afraid to kill animals.
Yeah.
Because he fights like the tigers that he stabs in the first one.
Yeah.
There they use compositing to make it look like the tigers are closer than they actually are.
And then there's
the bows and arrow.
So we had like the monkey pit fight first, and I guess we went straight to Rome after that, to the Colosseum.
Oh yeah, we sort of We did, well, actually, in the first movie, we took a tiny tour of the Roman Empire where he runs from Germania down to Spain, then he gets captured, goes down to Morocco and Tunisia, and back up to Rome again. This one, it's just straight to Rome. And just outside of this, in the suburbs, he comes up the ranks.
Yeah. And yeah, there were like shots of people begging to show you that the emperors were bad.
Yeah. Maybe there'd be a lot of people begging even when the emperors were good.
Yeah, but they're like begging the slave coach. They were like, please, slaves, give us food.
Ah, okay.
Slaves who don't get food, give us food. But it's...
Well, the emperor has it all locked up.
It's... there's like silly things like that happen in the movie. And... Yeah,
The bow and arrow thing's really silly too. They always do that in every movie.
Yeah, where they like draw the bow and just keep it there for hours.
Yeah, so I was like saying, like as a person who watched YouTube videos about movie historical accuracy, I'm an expert on the bow thing. Yeah. So apparently, if you don't go knock as an order and get everyone to stretch out their bow with their arrow ready to fire and have them like hold there because it's really tiring. They usually just order them to fire and then they fire on their own time because they're just arrows, and then when they want them to stop, they say stop.
Would that hurt your fingers?
Yeah, no, that's why they never did it.
But yeah, like there's several shots of like the guards pointing bows at people with the arrows drawn.
And like, how is that going to help with the people right in front of you as well?
I mean, yeah, like they were like 2 steps close to them.
Because I guess it also looks better, but...
Because yeah, they were like pointing at the crowd.
But I guess what they would probably really do is like lock shields and have like spears or swords pointing at the... Because like the person in front, like so they can start stabbing.
Or just don't do it at all, because why? Why are they guarding the perimeter of the crowd?
Yeah, I guess so they don't run into the pit
and what, get eaten by lions?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
What is like there's several there are lots of like silly things like that.
And he does shoot them with the arrows eventually and pisses everyone off.
Attack the guards, so we're completely useless.
Yeah.
Turns out.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then.
Yeah.
Then you got like the one emperor turns on the other emperor because Denzel Washington was so charismatic.
Yeah.
Like he rolled a natural 10 or he rolled a natural 20 on his charisma and made the emperor kill the other emperor.
Well,
then he killed that emperor with a nail. Because it turns out he was the bad guy all along.
Yes.
He wanted to destroy Rome.
Take it over.
He wanted to save the world by destroying Rome, or save Rome by destroying Rome.
Or taking it over, I forget exactly.
Take over Rome to destroy it.
Yeah, and I don't know, they were saying a bunch of stuff what Rome was, but I think Denzel was one who actually got right where Rome is about power and domination, because that was like their way of doing things. Like everyone was sort of like a patron to someone else down the line.
Well, no, it was a city. It's just a really big city.
Oh, okay.
Like there's like some jerks at the top who are making bad decisions. You want to kill all the people.
Yeah, but no, like they also had like clients though, these emperors. So like you would have people who would work for you.
What about the good guy senator?
No, I'm going to explain this, darn it. Because... Well, anyway, the point is that, like,
My hands are getting tired.
Okay.
Just hurry up.
No, never mind. I lost my train of thought now, anyway.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, but anyway, it was a brutal domination thing, and, it's... Like, the whole Jesus, love thy neighbor thing is such, like, an obvious answer to the Roman... the strongest dominate because they're the strongest.
Yeah.
And failure, and they hated failure, and you were like dumped on if you failed at stuff. It was really not a nice place.
Yeah, things were pretty bad back then, pretty much everywhere. Well, no, it's just
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that you're like he was targeting Rome because Rome was the strongest.
Yeah.
Like it had been Carthage, Carthage that was the if they won the war and became the strongest, then he'd be in Carthage.
Well, that's
Saying Carthage needs to die for Carthage to live or something.
Oh yeah, but Rome did win, and so like Rome is now basically the world, at least in the Mediterranean.
Yeah, but it seems kind of pointless if you just like change governments once, like you'll get the insurrect, like you're not really getting rid of the problem.
Well, no, because
like it's people who are seeking power that screw things up for everybody. Well, my point is, like, if you just kill the emperors, you don't really fix the problem.
No, because the senators don't want to.
Even if you
take charge.
Well, like even if you like get rid of all the senators or whatever, you don't really fix the problem.
Well, no, because like the whole system's screwed up, and you need to like figure out.
Well, yeah, so it's kind of like his whole plan was sort of faulty to begin with. But then we had like the big fight at the end where they have his mom tied to a post, and all the I guess the good senators that were all tied up there and were all killed off.
Yeah.
Because like Denzel, he got the he got the Senate he got the emperor to like appoint him super citizen or whatever that was called, and he got in there where he took like the head of the dead emperor and he like put it on the little plate in the middle, and he was like turning it to all of them and looking them all in the eye with the dead head of the emperor guy.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Like, yeah, that was like way over the top.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I guess now, since he's the super citizen, he gets to call the shots, even if the emperor dies somehow.
Well, yeah, no, you saw how it worked. He's like, all right, senators, I'm in charge. And then the main senator guy's like, yes, you're in charge. And everyone's like, yes, he's in charge.
Right, but then
no, we can just...
if the emperor who appointed him is dead, what is stopping the senators from saying, no, you're out?
Because they are going to make lots of money under him.
Or they owe him lots of money.
Or that too. Yeah, that's the other thing. Debt's a big thing
because he made bets with this one senator who I guess was like head senator of the Senate.
Yeah.
And he like owes him like 10,000 denarii now.
Yeah.
And he took his house, and if he wants his house back, they better make him super citizen.
Yeah.
Or proconsul.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, I see what you mean by super. Yeah, so yeah, he's made consul, which used to be the highest rank in Rome before emperor. But yeah, there were two consuls, and then they made a joke about, sort of a Caligula joke about making his monkey a consul.
Yeah.
I like that, because that's what Caligula did with a horse.
But this was not Caligula's.
No. So they used a monkey.
But yeah, instead. No, I know. I guess they're like this. This is like the whole fantasy Roman or like fairy tale Romanesque sort of thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so then at the very end, there's the Roman army fights this other Roman army that just happened to be there, just outside the gates, just waiting for someone to say, well, "Hey, come in and fight now."
They did set up where they keep saying, "Oh yeah, there's just a bunch of men for the end there, that'll just follow whoever's the good guy at the moment."
Yeah.
So if Pascal dies, they'll be there for Mascal if he needs an army to fight.
Yeah. They were sort of just waiting for, I guess, anyone really.
Yeah.
Just some guy who
even
ran
if Denzel went there first, like, hey, you want to join up with this bigger army?
Yeah, just some guy just runs up with a horse and like shoves the guard out of the way and says, "Hey, go fight the Romans now."
Yeah, no, it was like, here's a ring, fight the Romans.
Yeah.
Oh, a ring.
Hey, guy I never met before. Okay, yeah. I'll just take that ring and fight the Romans now. Okay.
But well, obviously it's a movie, so they cut out a lot of stuff that they feel is redundant. So they don't have a lot of people asking questions like, "Are you sure?" and things like that. They just sort of, to make the plot quicker, they just go, "Here's a ring," and they accept it because it's quicker than them, getting on the phone to corporate and getting verification and everything. We just cut that out. Over.
And then, but then at like the very end, the hero guy, or Gladiator II guy, he beats Denzel Washington in a sword fight. Because they do the thing where they like get in front of the army and the army's like, "No, wait, let them talk."
Yeah.
And then they're like, hey, Denzel Washington, what you're doing is bad. He's like, no, I'm actually doing what's good. What you're doing is bad. I'm gonna fight. Ouch. And then Gladiator II guy wins. And then the army is right. And then he just like makes a speech and is like, we need to stop badness in Rome and start with goodness in Rome. Mm-hmm. And the whole both armies are like, yay, hooray. And like I just like wanted one guy to just go like, who's that guy?
Yeah.
Like, what? Wait, why are we cheering for him?
Because their general said to cheer.
It's like, who knows who that guy... They don't know who that guy is. They don't know who any of those two guys are.
Well, actually, I guess it wouldn't really matter for the common soldier to know who it is. It's really the commanders who have to know, because the common soldiers...
Well, then why is our soldiers cheering for some guy they never met before?
Well, because the general's cheering. So it's like, all right, I guess we'll cheer too. Just like the Roman senators who are like, oh, he's in charge? Okay, yay.
Yeah, okay. And yeah, so they all live happily ever after until the next movie.
Yeah, because obviously nothing changes.
In the very end, like the very last shot, it was the Gladiator II guy like digging up dirt in the Colosseum and holding it for a bit. And then cut the credits.
It was a weird ending, actually.
For like a second there, I thought he was going to like dig up the two little figurines from the first movie.
Oh, or Russell Crowe himself.
Or, yeah. Like when Russell Crowe's friend from the first movie, he like buries his family figurines in the casino in the Colosseum.
Yeah. So he starts to like look for him and dig him up. Then he's like, "Oh, is that a finger?" And then he keeps going, and it's like, "Brah!" Maximus bursts out of the bottom of the Colosseum.
Maximus returns.
I have Maximus returns.
He has to fight Gladiator 2 now.
This time it's personal again.
Yeah, it's like, fine, I'll do it myself.
This time it's business, because it was personal in the last movie.
And then somehow Commodus returns.
Yes. Somehow Commodus has returned.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's the movie. Yeah.
I like that somehow Commodus has returned.
Yeah, so I guess we are in an arena right now. Because I'm going to get a Colosseum backdrop here. So I guess what we have to do is fight.
Oh, we're fighting, not the... Oh, yes, okay.
We're in the arena. I have a rhinoceros.
I have 20-pound cannons. Oh, they're already open. Kablam!
Oh no.
Rah!
Ow.
Oh. Well, that was mine.
Who won? No, it's Belgium.
Jack Black wins. I'm Jack Black. I will eat you. No! Jack Black! Don't do it, Jack Black. I'm relevant again, because I was in that movie, and now I'm in Minecraft. I'm Jack Black. I stopped dyeing my hair too, so I'm all gray. The big beard, because big beards are now in fashion.
So movie's bad. Bye.
I'm Jack Black.